first cucumber harvest of the year. Yay! So here is our harvest for today. Some cucumbers, my first cucumbers of the year, and the first Managu of the year. Hello, kids! Yeah, I see you. You won't see you if we turn it around. You can see your brother and sister. Yeah. So now it's time to do some preparations with my Managu and with my cucumbers. First, I'm putting the cucumbers in a large sofrito. I'm going to put water and vinegar to drive out any bugs, because you will see there have been some bug issues in these cucumbers. And out here, there tend to be a lot of issues with cucumbers and worms. Hi. Hi, me. Hi, June. Hi. So, funny story about cucumbers. Kind of funny. Now it's funny. It used to not be funny. My cow, a couple of years ago, was growing cucumbers, and my cow ate all of my plants. I had several cucumber harvests before then, and I had a lot of cucumbers coming in. And I go out there, and like within 5 minutes, she has pulled up and eaten almost all of the cucumber plants. Somehow she had gotten off of her rope. So that was frustrating at the time, but I never knew that cows loved cucumbers that much. There we go. Samara tripped and fell down on the ground, so we're making it better. Yeah? It's better now? Is it getting better now? There's Samara. There's Samara. Yeah? Yeah. It's getting better now. Yeah, that one's baby, huh? Yeah, that one is baby. And who's this one? Yeah, I'm that one, huh? Yeah, you're that one, and I'm this one. Yeah, so we've got this suja or Managu. And what we'll do is we'll pull off all of the leaves and put the leaves in the sofrito and then discard the rest of the plant. And then I will be able to cook them. This is one of my favorite greens in Kenya. All right. Moses led his people into the hot, dry desert. For 3 days, they didn't find a drop of water. And when at last they did, it was too bitter to drink. They forgot what God had done for them and began to complain angrily. God helped Moses to make the water drinkable, but they had to travel onward, and soon they began to complain again. Have you seen that on TV? That is a tire, you're right. That's a truck. It's called a tractor. Can you say tractor, Zach? Tractor, that's the kind of thing you use to work on a farm. All right, Jude, did you finish crossing them off? Now count to me. How many did you cross off? There you go. So what's our answer? 5. Good job. Yes. I'm going to cook them for dinner tonight. That's right. Good job. So here is the Managu leaf. So this is in English called black nightshade. So this is the greens of the black nightshade plant. But here it is called Managu, or locally it's called suja. And this is the local kind, not the agricultural kind, because there's some bred for agricultural use that have bigger leaves, oftentimes rounder leaves. But this is the one people like best out here, at least the ones in my area. So I'm boiling some water. I will rinse these because they get sand and other things on the leaves. So we'll give them a pre-rinse and then we'll put them in the water as it boils. And we will let them boil down and get a little bit softer. And the pre-boil is probably a little bit less about softening and more about getting the bitterness out because it's a bitter leaf. And if you pre-boil and then you take them out of the water and rinse once, it makes them less bitter, and they are actually my favorite green when you cook them, especially when you cook them with cream or milk. So I will show you how to do that. Bread there. There was bread there, that's right. You want more bread? Well, we're cooking dinner right now, so you're going to have to wait on bread, okay? We're going to have Managu and ugali.
Yes?
Yeah.
Bread?
Not bread. You had a piece of bread for a snack. So we're going to wait for dinner now, okay? Yes.
Wait.
Bread is gone. That bread is gone, but we have other bread for tomorrow. That bread is gone, but we have other bread for tomorrow. Okay, we have brown bread to try. You'll have to see how you like brown bread. Mommy likes it better, and it helps fill you up more, and it's better for you.
Yes.
Yeah. So here we go on the pre-rinse. So I just move them around a little bit to get any of the dirt and the sand to come off of it. Because we didn't pick this right after a rain, I don't think it's going to have quite as much sand and dirt as it usually has, but we will see. Let me get something to put that in. Alright, so I have done the pre-rinse and gotten the leaves all here in the pot to boil. The water was already hot when I put them in, and then you can see how dirty the water is. There's sand at the bottom. Probably can't see the sand, it's just really dirty water. And that is why we do the pre-rinse, because any sand or dirt that's on them can come off, especially with the agricultural Managu, because it's a little bit more soft and things stick to it really badly. You can end up with a mouthful of sand by the end of the meal, even after doing the pre-rinse, if you don't do the secondary rinse that I'm going to show you. So yeah, this is why we rinse our Managu. And I found out just recently that Managu is called black nightshade in English. I got a medicinal herbs book, and it's in it. So that's a little tidbit that I didn't even know. So while I am waiting for that to cook, I'll show you my little dishes bar. This is my old table for eating, but we moved it in here. We've got our drinking water over here that we can come and get. This is the kitchen that we built. So we've got the kitchen with a refrigerator, which was given to us. Well, the donation was given to us specifically to get a refrigerator. So we've got our refrigerator now. Then we've got our foods cupboard that we used to have in the back room. Here's the dry dishes, which I need to put away. This is the rinse water. This is the wash water. So let me go ahead and put away some dishes while I'm waiting for this to cook, and then I need to prep the tomatoes and the onions and get a cube of Royco out and some milk. Welcome home.
Thank you.
How was the game?
Game to 3-2. This is the last time what happened. I think I enjoyed it.
I missed you. But I slept just as long as the kids did today.
Oh,
Yeah, the dishes are behind you.
I'm happy game is very good. That game is lazy, very, very good team what you played today.
Well,
You.
that's good. You know, they need some. Oh, cat. Sorry. The team needs more challenges like that. They're used to playing the same team.
So, like this Friday, I need to talk about one of Brown for the Kanye because I need to talk from Katasa. That one is after the game, can
I
come
see. All right. Here we go. So now I have an empty place where I can put my finished dishes in.
Oh.
What, baby? What, baby? What? Yeah, that's you, isn't it? Yes. Yeah, that one's you. Yeah, that one's Samara. Yeah. Yes. Why are we still eating our lip gloss? Can you put your cap on it? Put the top on and put it away, okay? Oh, we're boiling over. I need to get the top on. One other thing that we got done is I had this made for our dishes. So all of our cookware is in here, all of our serveware is in here, everything. We've got our jugs down here and some of our utensils. We've got all the rest of the utensils in here. There's storage containers like the Tupperware and things. Our nice cups are on top, and then our plastic cups and metal cups are in the bottom. We've got safrias in here and my pot that I got for myself for my birthday. Got my cups that I found at the trade fair in Bungoma. Our plates, our little serving tray. And in here I've got a few more pots, the cast iron or whatever they are. And some of our basins that we use for cooking and separating things, as well as old like peanut butter containers and Blue Band because we use those to drink and to do things with out here. You see the only other cups we have are these ones. These are the typical ones. And when you're thirsty and you've been working outside and you want a lot of water, this doesn't really do what you want it to. It's only about 12 ounces. So in order to enjoy your water, you get a peanut butter jar. Here's my peanut butter jar. You get a peanut butter jar and you drink water out of this thing because this one will give you the water that you're wanting. I see.
No,
No, don't eat it. That one's for the pigs. Put it back down, baby. I see. So you saw me dump the last bit because I didn't want any of the sand and dirt that was in the very bottom to continue on into the dish. But it has been said that the water that comes from Managu, or the whatever boiled Managu water, is really good medicine for things like fevers and sore stomachs and other things. So I'm keeping it, and we'll put it in the fridge, and we'll see. Alright, so before everybody starts jumping on me saying, you're not supposed to wring out the Managu, and a lot of people might not, I actually learned this from a lady who cooks restaurant-style Managu. And she squeezed the extra water out, and she said at this point, you can either freeze it and then use it later, or you can cut it up to put into the Managu. I'll let these ones cook down a little bit. So while I am waiting on everything to cook down, I'm going to cut these ones up into pieces so that we can eat them more easily. So here you see the Managu that's been prepped and cut up, and at this point you could freeze it if you want to, just like you could have frozen spinach that you take straight out of the freezer and then make an easy meal. You can also do that with Managu, but we're going to pop it in. Just stir so it doesn't burn. By the way, I love these pots. I absolutely love them. They're Bosch. I remember my mom using a Bosch food processor when I was younger. And I have looked and looked and looked and looked for the Bosch food processors in Kenya, and I cannot find them. but that's the one that I grew up with, and I would love to find a Bosch processor, so if anyone knows where I can find one, it's probably going to be out of my price range for now, but I can always, put it on the shelf as an idea and save up for it. Not quite. You see how they're still maintaining their structure? We want the structure to go soft, and I don't want to just squish them myself because I do not like the outcome of that type of thing. So here we have the chopped Managu inside. Typically, I only put in 1 Royco, but this is a lot of Managu. It's more than I usually cook, so I am going to put in 2 Roycos. So for Americans and other people who don't know what a Royco is, this is a bouillon cube. This one specifically is beef bouillon. And then I'll also add 1 500 milliliter packet of milk. I'll also add 1 500 milliliter packet of milk. So I had never seen milk in a bag when I was in America. We have jugs of milk and cartons of milk, but we don't have milk bags, at least not that I've ever seen. So that was a new thing for me when I moved to Kenya. I know that a lot of countries have them. I have a friend who went to the Philippines and said that he was surprised when he saw bags of milk, and I wondered what he meant until I came here and saw them in Kenya. May have to add a little more milk. This is a lot of Managu. But let's let it cook down a little bit first, and then we'll see. There's a little bit of milk in there that's still showing. But it'll cook out a little bit, so let's see. Alright, so the milk is starting to take on a different color, like a kind of yellowy color from the greens. And so I took some out to cool down and taste to see if everything tastes fine. Right amount of salt and everything. So this is when you salt to taste at the end. Don't just put a bunch of salt in. You want really mild salt. Most people here in the village don't even eat it with salt. I like mine with a little salt, so does my whole family, so we add a little bit in, but you really don't need very much in this dish. So it is time to get the pressed water into our drinking jug. This is the clean stuff that's been boiled. The other stuff we don't use. I used to drink all the local stuff until I got typhoid too many times. So I have gotten a typhoid shot, but this is because I don't want the kids getting sick either. All right, now it's Daddy's turn. Move so Daddy can go down, honey. Yeah, there you go. Let Daddy exercise. Don't get on his back. Wow, he makes it look so easy. And he's already done several of these. It's the simple things. Yeah, you did. Go, Zach! Go, Zach! like I can do it quick like Daddy. Good job trying, buddy. Good job. You too? Okay, ask your brother. Brother? Okay, Samara, show us. Wow. Strong girl. June.
Oh, God.
So that's how she exercises. Oh, she's like attacking people with it.